I just wish I was a thoroughbred in this country. You know, from foaling, they've got night watch on the mares, so the mares are watched 24/7. The foals go into foal care, you know, obviously then they become weanlings off their mothers and yearlings. They're in safe paddocks, they're rugged in winter, they're cool in summer, they're shod properly, their feet are trimmed properly, their teeth are done. We are the servants to them, you know. I know it's a sport and there's you know, we're grooming them to be athletes, but I think if you're a thoroughbred racehorse in this country, you're very, very lucky. There's nothing worse than going to the races and bringing the bridle back. Look, I've cried, the strappers have cried. It's a bad thing, you know, but out of the percentage of horses that make the industry up, it is, I don't know how you measure such a small percentage of those things that happen. You know, that's life in any you know, form of endeavour. It is such a very, very small part of our industry, and you know, it is not to be sensationalised in any way. People need to look at this industry and wish they were a part of it. The amount of welfare that is spent on the horses, just walk into our stable and have a look.
These athletes are in 5-star accommodation. They get a top feed every night from which would be equivalent to one of the best restaurants in town. You know, they have a handler that looks after only a few horses, and you know, they get their rugs changed 3 times a day with the temperature, so they don't miss out on anything.
And even my establishment up there with Leon Corson's up in Romsey, you know, to see the way he looks after the animals in the stables up there, everything's spotless, you know, it's clean water, clean feed, clean everything. I mean, you know, the trainers put a heck of a lot into it, the strappers put so much into it. I mean, the whole industry, it's a credit to them.
If there's life after death, as they say, I wouldn't mind coming back as a racehorse, because I know in my stable they're absolutely pampered. I think racehorses in general are. They're a big investment for owners to outlay, and they get the best of absolute care. I mean, most training these days is like a science lab, and they get the best of care in every which way they can, from farriers and vets and you know, multivitamins, and we have physiotherapists there all the time, and they get massage and massage machines and all sorts of things. So they certainly get the works to keep them in good order so they can perform at optimum, and so as a consequence they get pampered 24/7.
We look after them like they're pets. You know, being a horse lover, I mean, I love being a horse trainer, but at the end of the day I am a horse lover, and their welfare comes first.
To work with horses, you've got to be a horse lover, and they all find homes, and we make sure they're good homes too for everything of ours that's retired. I would say that when one of ours is retired, there wouldn't be 2 to 3 days go past that one of our staff saying to us, we've found someone that really wants it, the horse can look after it, give it a good home, and that it's just tremendous. It really is.
It is the lifestyle. It's your life. You live and breathe working with these horses. They're like your best friends, and they're also, you know, part of your family as well, so that, you know, you care very much about them. And also after they've been in training, there's a lot of rehoming that's done. I mean, at Lindsay Park we've got a lot of ex-Hong Kongers which are rehomed at the farm and have a glorious life of living on grass and, you know, getting fed through the winter and not having to fend for any food. So it's, you know, there is life after racing.
Get back on track, Victoria. The Spring Racing Carnival. It's time for some real entertainment. Visit springracingcarnival.com.au. You know you want to.